Alright, in this video we're going to be talking about what your ex needs before they're actually going to be able to commit to you. So please stay tuned. This is going to be a really interesting topic, and I think it's probably going to be something that a lot of you may not intuitively have guessed. Hey there, it's Clay from modernlove.life, and if there's one thing that I do remember a lot, it's when me and my big ex were getting back together, or when we were trying to get back together, or rather when I was trying to make it happen. Oftentimes we'd have these good moments, these warm moments, these even caring moments, and I'd feel good and I'd say, okay, great, so we're going to get back together now, right? But then she'd have her apprehension, she'd hold back, she would say, no, I'm not ready, all these sorts of things. And so it just left me wondering, like, hey, why? When is enough going to be enough? When are we actually going to be able to do this? That's really what I want to talk to you about today, because if you are familiar with my story, then you know that we broke up and got back together a couple of times, but I think the most definitive time was the second time that we broke up and got back together. In case you don't know my story, you can find a video playlist for it up there. After we broke up for the second time, I had to learn that getting back together isn't so much just a matter of convincing your ex to give you another shot, or even really just showing them that, you know, this is going to be different, this is not the same situation that they walked out of. You have to really do something else, and that is building up trust to show them that they are really going to have a different experience with you here this time. Now, you know, I think a lot of people understand that trust is important in a relationship, but maybe not a lot of people understand exactly what trust is or how to build it. So, you know, like I said, I had these great, wonderful, emotionally connected experiences with my big ex before, and we would have great times. We would have warm moments together, but it wasn't enough for her to actually want to get back together with me or feel prepared to do it. What it took was actually building this trust over time. You know, a lot of people say that trust takes time to build, and it takes, you know, just one moment to completely destroy the whole thing, and that's definitely true. And so when you're building trust with your ex, know that it's going to take probably a certain degree of time. Now, how much time it's going to take is going to be dependent upon your ex and your history and your past and all sorts of different factors. But usually when you're able to cross a certain threshold, that's when everything just snaps into place, and they get this very strong understanding that, hey, this is just what I can expect from you. So what is really trust anyway? What is it? Is it a heartfelt conversation? Is it you convincing them really hard? Is it something else? And the answer is no. Trust is really just a series of consistent interactions. That is to say, after a period of time, your ex will start to trust that they can get a certain consistent kind of interaction from you. And this interaction should be very different from what caused them to break up with you, or maybe what they saw from you after the breakup if you did the whole damage control mode thing. Again, no guilt or shame in that. We've all been there, I've been there, all that sort of stuff. The reason that your ex doesn't want to just get back together with you is because they need to know all the way down that this is going to be a different dynamic and a different interaction than what they had experienced with you before in the past. Now, you know, people can sometimes use gimmicks and stunts and little one-liners and clever reverse psychology tricks and mind games, etc., to kind of fake things for a little while. But it's going to take actually seeing you at your best and worst, seeing your personality, seeing you in unpredictable, unanticipated situations that will reveal to your ex what your true character is. That's why reverse psychology, mind games, gimmicks, tricks, stunts, scripts, etc. don't really work, is because they might help you with the matter at hand, but if you aren't able to demonstrate that same composure, that same attitude, that same way of being in a unexpected moment, then that is not going to really inspire trust. Your ex is going to need to see you in a variety of different circumstances and see how you behave in a variety of different circumstances in order to know that they're going to be able to get that consistent level of experience from you. And so you might be thinking like, okay, well, does that mean that I just need to memorize 1,000,001 different reverse psychology tricks and 1,000,001 different scenarios that could potentially play out? No, that's not what I want you to do, because number one, you're probably going to be filling yourself and your mind with a bunch of scenarios that never happen, and thus basically wasting your time. But number two, you're also going to inevitably be caught in some sort of situation that you did not anticipate, some situation that you did not plan for, some situation that could not be, foreseen in some sort of way, because that's just the way life is. And so what we really want to do is to work on our way of being, because rather than just memorizing a bunch of things that, for example, make you seem confident or make you seem caring, I'd rather you actually become confident or actually become caring, which is why we have put together the 8-hour subliminal affirmation recording that you can listen to while you sleep. It helps to program your mind while you're sleeping, because hey, we're all going to be sleeping anyway, so why not actually use that time to let good things come into your mind, and it's going to help to allow you to become and take on a way of being that's more aligned with a normal, grounded, centered, compassionate, loving, empathetic way of being. That is what I'd really recommend that you do. And so if you're in a place to go ahead and sit down and sleep right now, go ahead and check out this 8-hour subliminal recording. I think it's going to help you a lot. If you're not in a place to sit down and sleep, then go ahead and check out this video playlist here on how to automatically attract the love that you want in your life. It goes over some of the theory in all of this, and it helps set you up for success when you're ready to sit down and sleep tonight. Anyway, take care, and I'll talk to you next time.